Alright guys, so today is Super Boo Day and we're going to be going through the world tour for him and doing showcases and red zone stages. Now from what I've seen, this guy could be better than, what's his name, Super Vegito? I guess we'll see. I went ahead and gave him a bunch of really good equips. I mainly gave him additionals because I want him to, especially when he is in the Buhan form, because he gets 50% attack and defense for 3 turns. I want him to try to get that hidden potential additional super as much as possible. And we have him at full level 10 links. We'll go through all the forms. Buhan level 10, you're level 10, and you're level 10. So I'm going to go ahead and try to show off every single one of his forms throughout this video. This might turn out to be a longer video than normal just because of that. This is not the greatest first turn. We only have Fierce Battle up on this turn, but see what his defense looking like. 186k. Now that's, again, not the greatest, but we don't have the best linking partner here. They do, nearly all the Boo units get quite a bit of buffs from links. 5 mil, I mean, I did not expect him to be at 5 mil with just one link. You know, okay. Okay, sure, I guess. We'll see what happens. So I did bring I brought Cooler because he will support both him and Buhan, and then we're also gonna. I mainly just brought this guy just so we can activate like Metamorphosis. I was trying to get like partners that would activate 7 out of 7 links for him, but unfortunately, like unless I'm kind of stupid with looking at linking partners on this team, which is his only 200% team as it stands right now, you cannot get 7 out of 7 links, especially with this guy, because there is one character that links 7 out of 7 with him, but it is the Tech Super Boo that transforms all the way when you're like, but that's like on turn 6 or 7, and guess what, this guy transforms into one of his other 3 forms on turn 5, so I don't think it's possible for you to get those links active. Okay, so on this turn we have 5 out of 7 links. He links pretty good with Buhan. Go ahead and see what his attack stat's gonna be. What's his defense at now? 231. It's not the greatest because he does get extra defense when he attacks, and he also gets extra defense when he gets attacked. So we can't really see how much defense he would have, but he gets attack and defense 60% when he attacks, and then he gets 60% defense when he gets attacked. So if I had to guess, his defense is probably around like 500k, 600k maybe, after like both those conditions get fulfilled. So not bad defense, but 7 mil here, okay. That's pretty good. I mean, yep, see, we get the extra defense there. So yeah, like, so I mean, he might be scary when he hasn't attacked yet and he has to take a bunch of hits. Like after that first hit and him getting the extra defense, he'll probably be better off, but he will still be scary when you just have him in slot 1, like he hasn't attacked yet and he hasn't gotten hit yet. So like this guy wants to be like in an optimal situation, a slot 2 unit, but unfortunately we don't have a Boo character that is a slot 1 unit, I would say, quite as yet. Now again, this could all change in part 2, where I feel like we're inevitably gonna get some type of villain from the Boo saga. As funny as it sounds, the best case scenario would not be an LR Kid Boo. I feel like the best case scenario would be an LR Buhan into that, like de-transforms into Kid Boo. Okay, we're gonna get the transformation into Super Boo, or not Super Boo, into Buhan. So now this is where stuff gets crazy. So yeah, he has 283k defense. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but if we let me pull him up just to talk about him. So when he goes into Buhan, his super attack raises attack and defense for 3 turns. And then he heals 12% HP, he gets 180% attack, he gets defense up to 120 the more health you have. So basically if you're at full health, he has 300% defense. He gets 80% attack when he attacks, or 80% when attacking. He launches an additional that has a high chance to be a super, and he has a great chance of guarding for 6 turns. And then after those 6 turns run out, he'll have a high chance of guarding. So he can be very, very spicy, I would say. I am tempted, like, yeah, I'm gonna actually transform. Sorry about that. I'm gonna transform into Boo Tanks to get all the like more links active for him. Because on this turn we won't have big bad bosses because Buhan does not have big bad bosses. But if we transform, we will have that. So let's go ahead and just do that. I'm not gonna play the animation, or should? Yeah, let's let's play it. That's fine. Let's go ahead and watch this animation. Alright. So on this turn we have everything. Do we have... You don't have extra links for him. Okay, so we have everything active except for... What is that? What link is that? I think that's... Is that wall standing tall, or is that fear and faith? Let's see. What is this link? Yeah, that's fear and faith. Which, you know, it's only 2 key and 10% defense, so we don't care about that link. So we have all his important links that give, like, attack, defense, all that stuff active with this Buhan. So, I mean, I guess let's just go ahead and see what his like, I mean, we'll see next turn how his defense shoots up, but he's at 338k here. And, you know, keep in mind, he can triple super this turn, and every single one of those supers will give him extra defense. So, let's go ahead and see. Let's see also if we got the chance to guard talk. Okay, so we actually got shafted on the guard. 11 mil? What? This is his first super. Oh, okay, so we got shafted on the additionals, but that was his very first, like, stack of attack. Like, in the most optimal situations, I guess, you could technically stack up the attack and defense from his super attack effect up to 6 times. Because since it's a stack of 50% for 3 turns, yeah, you know, one turn, or like this turn, let's say, you can get 3 supers off. That's 3 stacks, and then you go into the next turn, you'll still have those 3 stacks, and then you can triple super again, and then you'll have 6 stacks of defense and attack. Like, I think at that point, this guy would be able to tank, like, nearly every single enemy in the game. Like, there's nothing would be able to hurt him, I don't think. Okay, that's a little bit exciting, I guess. Let's see what this next turn holds for us, and yeah, so I'm probably gonna do, like, I probably won't do, like, a red zone stage for this video, because I'm just mainly gonna do, I want to showcase, like, Buhan, then I'm gonna probably go and try to get Boo Tanks out and try to do, like, see how he looks, like, just to show him off, and then we'll try to also get Boo Piccolo, and then after that, like, I'll do multiple videos on what's it called, red zone. So we'll get to see his guy. So how's his defense at now? 500k? He only stacked once. He could have done 2 more supers last turn. Oh no, this guy seems to be very, very interesting. What's his attack side gonna be on this turn? 12 mil, okay, so he shot up like 1 million basically. Okay, let's see if we can get lucky and get some additional supers here. No. Can we get the hidden potential system, maybe? No again. Okay, so we're kind of getting unlucky a little bit with the additional supers with Buhan, just because, again, you can get turns where this guy will, you know, triple super attack. At least, like, even if you just triple super attack one of these turns, this guy's defense, it seems like it's gonna be like his defense on this turn is like what, almost like I think like 800k or something. And you gotta keep keep it in mind that he has a great chance to guard every single turn. So I think we did get the guard off that turn. So he's rocking all that defense, and he could guard, and he is, I mean, this is kind of something that we don't know about yet, but he is basically the best partner for Buhan. Like, I don't know, they share 5 out of 7 when he's just in Super Buu, and then when he goes into Buhan, they share 6 out of 7. So, like, again, potential Buhan easy later down this celebration will, he will definitely be helped by this guy. Ooh, we can do this? Okay. Yeah, defense still have 500k. Let's go ahead and play this animation. We're gonna get GT Vegeta's support and just see how crazy his attack side gets on this turn. Alright. So, now with Vegeta's insane support, this guy's attack stat's probably gonna go through the roof. Let me go ahead and use a Senzu, because I think his attack was actually lowered last turn. I don't know if it wore off or not, but yeah. This would be the perfect turn for Wuhan right here to triple super, because his attack stat is probably going to start off at like 15 mil, so let's see. Yep, right on the dot. Alright, Wuhan, come on. You failed me twice, you can't fail me a third time. Just give me at least one extra super. There you go. Yep, so now we're at 16.4. We can also get one more from the hidden potential system, maybe. And we do. Look at that damage. That is... So what? We did like 15, 16, 17 right there. So we did 31... So we did almost 48, maybe 49 mil right there. Oh, I didn't see Buhan's attack stat. His attack stat's probably also just as high. But then again, I did not stack with this guy at all. So his attack stat could also be way higher if you were to like to stack defense, because he stacks defense on his 18 key, and then he stacks on his 12 key, or stacks attack on his 12 key. So he could be at higher attack too. So alright, so let's just get this last turn, this next turn right here, because we're gonna have Buhan's gonna have 3 stacks of defense this next turn, and we're gonna have a cooler on rotation. So we're gonna have support, 50% attack and defense. So I'm expecting this Buhan's defense on this next turn is gonna be absolutely insane. I think he's probably not gonna reach the same attack stat, I don't think, as he did with the GT Vegeta, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so put him in slot 1. So what's the defense looking like? 848k. Now keep in mind, this is a unit that can guard. It's not just all, like, because like I feel like some units do have what he has, like just straight up 800k defense, and that's it. And like while yes, that is good, I don't think that you can live a lot of major bosses with just straight up only 800k defense. But this guy has guard too. Keep in mind we are getting support on this rotation, so defense might be a little bit inflated, but I feel like even without support, defense would probably drop to like 600k if I had to guess. Let's see what the attack stat's like, then I'll probably cut and we'll come back when we have like Probably do Boo Tanks next, and then we'll show off Boo Piccolo last. So 13.8 mil. After this super right here, I'm pretty sure he's above 1 million defense just from one super. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get the hidden potential, maybe? No. But yeah, we didn't get the guard off either on that turn. Damn, that's a little bit unlucky. But yeah, even from just that one super right there, just because he triple supered last turn, he was above 1 million defense right there. And I know we didn't get the guard off, but he could guard as well. I feel like 1 million defense with guard, like, is enough to more than respectfully, like, tank any boss in the game. Like, some bosses might hurt here and there, but I don't think, like, most bosses are most likely just gonna outright, like, what's it called? Not live, I guess you could say. Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna switch now to Boo Tanks. Actually, we're just gonna get next rotation as the last rotation, I promise. But I just want to get it because next rotation is gonna be no support, and it's just gonna be him with his links. And I mean, we don't have the triple stack anymore. We're back to only one stack. But I just want to see what his defense like without support, because you know, when we jump into red zone, I don't think I'll bring SDR cooler. I'll see. It really depends on the stage, honestly. So yeah, 508, it seems like, is about what his defense is going to be at if you only get one super attack and then if you have no support. So let's go ahead and just let this turn play out, and then I'll probably cut and we'll come back with Boo Tanks, which is probably the worst version of this guy, because Boo Tanks is just mainly like, he's mainly just damage. So we'll see how it goes. He also just has this weird thing where damn, we only got one super there. He also has this weird thing where he only gets he gets 80% attack and defense if the enemy is an attack down or defense down, which I feel like that is a lot of attack and defense for you to just restrict that to you know, having the enemy in attack down and defense down, which is, you know, in a lot of this difficult content, you're not going to be able to get that off. So that's why I think Boo Tanks is the worst version of this character. Piccolo is probably the best defensively, but Piccolo is also probably not the one that you're going to get half the time. And I would say, honestly, like, even though Piccolo is the best defensively, it's not like Buhan is bad defensively, and Buhan is like the best linking version for the LR Butang. So I feel like 9 times out of 10, like, you're really going to want to get Buhan instead of anyone else, especially if you're going to be using him with the physical LR Butangs, when, you know, maybe he gets his EZA later this celebration, we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I'll come back when we transform into Boo Tanks. Alright guys, so it took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we are here with Boo Tanks. Probably the worst one out of all of them. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna transform into GTVG. I'll let this play while we talk. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go over what this guy can do now. So Boo Tanks, he doesn't get any defense from a super. He lowers attack and defense, and he seals on super attack. He heals 10% at the start of turn. He gets key 1, attack 180%, defense 140%. He gets an additional attack and defense 80% when he attacks, and then he gets an additional attack and defense 80% when the target enemy is in attack down or defense down. And then for the first 6 turns he appears, he gets an extra key, defense 80%, and then he has a 70% chance to launch an additional super. Now it's not a normal that can be a super, it's just straight up an additional super, so it's not the greatest per se. So his defense here is only at 193, so he does get 80% when he just attacks, and then we will get the 80% when attacking a debuffed enemy, because I think Bojack here, yeah, Bojack is debuffed, so we will be getting that. We have a lot of support on this rotation. Not the best in terms of links, but we do have like what 80 plus 50, so we have 130% attack support here. So his attack set should still be pretty good. I'll have him linked up with the physical Bootanks on this upcoming rotation. Damn, I almost never see these guys as 12 key because they're usually just above 18 key for me. But yeah, let's see what this guy can do. Again, I don't think this is like the one version of this Boo I feel like that you do not want to get on, like maybe in Super Battle Road. 13 million, I mean, there's a lot of support on this rotation, but like I think that's pretty much what he can do. It's just damage, like that's just all this guy is. It's just straight up like damage. And if you're in Super Battle Road or something, or if you're in the future they decide to release a longer event where you can stun, steal, lower attack, like this guy could be useful because again, like he lowered Bojack's attack 3 times there, so he, in a situation where that is viable, it is pretty useful. But other than that, like he's pretty much just damage. And then in the red zone fights, by the time you're at turn 5, you're probably at a phase in the red zone where you cannot lower attack, so you're not even gonna get what's it called? You're not even gonna get the part of his passive where he gets 80% attack and defense, and like that is very important. I would say like that is a lot of defense that you're missing out on, just because of something that you literally cannot do because of the boss that you're fighting. And then lastly, like I don't think this matters, but he, again, the extra 80% and the great chance launch a super is only for 6 turns. Like 6 turns is quite a long time. Like you basically won't lose this until like turn 11 with this guy because he comes out on turn 5. So I don't think you have to worry too much about that. But again, just in case in the future there's like really long events, this guy could help. But once that 80% defense runs out, on top of him already missing that defense from the attack lowering, he is not going to be good defensively at all. So okay, so this is probably going to be a better turn than last turn. I'm not sure if I guess we'll see if the links will equate to more attack than just straight up support. But we have 6 out of 7 links with this physical Boo right here, and we also have GT Vegeta support still. So let's go ahead and get this turn. I'll probably only get this turn, and then we'll move on to Boo Piccolo. Defense is at 219k, so after he gets the defense from the attack lowering and the defense from attacking, I think he'll be around like maybe 500k defense, which is, it's just not good. That's not good enough with, like, he doesn't have any dodge, he doesn't have any guard, he doesn't have any damage reduction, he has nothing. That's just all he has. It's just straight up attack. Like, yeah, he's gonna probably shoot out like a 15 million on this turn. He can do multiple of them. 19 million actually. Okay, so that's like insane damage. But that's all he does. It's just damage. Like, yeah, like 19 million right there is pretty nuts. Like, there's LRs that cannot hit that hard, or like LRs that would have to stack for 20 turns to hit that hard. But again, that's just, I don't know, like, that's cool and all, but I don't know, it's just like, again, I mean, I don't know, I guess, like, you can't, actually, like, I don't know, after seeing that damage, like, damage like that, like, let's just say we were going up against, like, a physical red zone boss, we were at the final phase, and we got Bootanks. Now, we probably won't be able to, I mean, we can probably replicate, like, a similar turn, but I mean, that amount of damage right there could help in you just trying to kill the boss before it kills you. But like, I don't know, that's just not my favorite type of playstyle. I don't know, like, I'm kind of like in the middle about it. Like, on one hand, that was really impressive. Like, he could triple super 19 million attack stats. But at the same time, he also only has like 500, maybe 400 something K defense, which means like he gets touched. Like, let's just say if that exact same scenario right there played out against the core, yeah, we would probably do a lot of damage to the core. Like, he probably would have done like half his health there. but A, I don't think he would have killed him, and B, even though he has type advantage, I think the core would still like hurt a lot to him. I mean, we'll see, I guess. Maybe I'll try to maybe get that against the core when we do the red zone showcases, but the red zone showcases, it's probably mainly gonna be just Buhan the entire time. Like, maybe we'll get Boo Piccolo if we get wrecked, but we'll see. Alright, and I'll be back for the last part of this video. I'm gonna go get Boo Piccolo, and we're gonna go see how he fares. Alright, so this took, honestly, probably, well, it didn't take that long. It's just, there was a funny thing that kept happening is, so every time I would have to just take like one more super attack from this Vegeta event to transform, this guy right here would decide to be funny and activate his 4 dodge that I have on him, and he would just not take the super. He literally did it 2 times in a row. So that's why it kind of took that long, but we're finally here with Boo Piccolo, so let's go ahead and look at what he can do. So Boo Piccolo, when he first appears, he heals up 20%, he gets attack and defense 140%, he supports all allies with key 3 in defense, he gets 50% damage reduction as the first or second attacker in the turn, and then if he's the third attacker, he will give himself an extra 60% defense, and he'll give all allies 40% attack, and he'll give them 8% chance to crit. And then he will also heal another 10% at the end of the turn for the first 6 turns he appears. So basically, he'll heal 20% at the start, and then he'll heal another 10% at the end. So he'll heal like 30% in total. That combined with Buhan healing 12% at the start, so you're basically healing almost 42% on these guys as well. You're healing half your health almost. And you could also, like, let's say on this turn, you got the heal from Boo Tanks, and then you transform into Buhan, and he'll heal another 10%. So you would heal 52% of your health if you really wanted to. He does link better with Boo Tanks, so we have everything here except for Demonic Ways and Brainiacs. Unfortunately, I can't really get those links to activate on this category. Like, this guy's best linking partner would be the AGL Boo Piccolo, but Boo Piccolo is not on this 200%. So I could have brought him without a leader skill, but I feel like that was not fair. And lastly, also, he does massively raise defense for the turn when he supers. So right now, he's at 200, basically almost 200k defense. So when he super attacks right here, he will go up to like 400k defense basically. Let's go ahead and see what his attack stats like. 4.4, so yeah, this guy is probably, he's not really meant to be doing damage. He is straight up like a defensive unit that you get when you're like in a tough spot. Like, you know, you just got absolutely destroyed last turn. You go into this turn, it's turn 5, you transform into Boo Piccolo, and, you know, now you have this straight, like, I wouldn't say like straight up wall, but he is very defensive, especially after he gets his super attack off, like, because he'll have like 400, maybe some turns 500k defense with 50% damage reduction. Like, that is pretty solid for like defense. And then again, he's also healing quite a bit, and he's supporting everybody on the turn with defense and ki, so he helps out other people too. So Boo Piccolo, like, I could see some people saying that Boo Piccolo is the best out of everybody, or out of all the characters on this on the transformations for this guy. I would say I still like Buhan probably the most, just because it's like he's the easiest to get, and Buhan is also just not like hard, or not hard, like he's not bad. He has pretty solid defense, he has guard, and he can do damage. Like, he is the perfect balance of like both boots, because, like, you know, Boo Tank is just straight damage, this guy is just straight defense. So he is the perfect balance of, I would say, like, Buhan is the perfect balance of all the Boo Piccolo transformations. So, I just want to get the turn with Cooler on rotation, just so we can see what the defense is like, and then we'll probably end the video there. We'll go ahead and do a bunch of showcases on this guy and all the red zone stages. Probably do the same thing as yesterday, like Omega, Broly, Cooler, and then Sal Max. I feel like probably the one that's gonna suck the most is probably Sal Max, because Sal Max starts off AGL. So if you get this guy turn 1, he's not gonna fare the best against Sal Max. Like, honestly, against Sal Max, you probably want to get this Super Boo in turn in slot 7. So that way, like, by the time he rotates around, like, it'll be at least type neutral. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe he can still hang up against AGL Sal Max. I think in the Majin Buu form, he just has to take that first hit to get his defense from getting hit. Like, and I think he'll be pretty okay, but, you know, optimally you want him to take that hit and you want him to super first, and then he'll be the best he could be defensively. So let's go ahead and just kill this Vegeta, and then we'll go into the next turn, get the attack stat and the defensive stat, and then we'll go ahead and end the video. Let me know what you guys think of this guy. I would say I am definitely a little bit more impressed than Vegito. The only problem with this guy is I mean, like, Bootanks is not necessarily, like, dead weight, but he is still not the best. Like, he is, like, I'm probably gonna have to use items to cover Bootanks more than to cover this guy. So that's gonna be, like, slightly frustrating. Or we're gonna have, like, a bunch of, just get ready for a bunch of turns on the red zone where I'm just gonna let the turn play out just so I can see, you know, Buuhan, the SDR1 tank, but then the Buuhan LR is just gonna die. Yeah, so we have 226 on this turn. After he supers, he'll probably be pretty close to 500k, and he has 50% damage reduction, and he's supporting, like, I guess getting Buu Piccolo with Buuhan would be, with the physical LR Buuhan, is the best case scenario, because then you'll be supporting Buuhan's defense, which he really needs. So, I don't know, we'll see. This guy is looking to be very nasty with, like, if there is going to be some type of LR, like, form of Majin Buu in Part 2. Keep in mind, we also do have that LR Babidi that is awakening. Like, we still don't know what he's going to be like. I highly doubt it's just, like, I feel like he's either just going to be an LR Babidi or it's going to be an LR Babidi that goes into standby and then someone else takes over or something. So we'll see how it goes with that LR, but I highly, because we already have LR Babidi and Deborah, so it can't be that, and they already have LR Babidi and Majin Buu, so I don't think it'll be that either, so we shall see. But let me know what you guys think of this guy and how he fares against these events. I guess we'll see how he fares against the difficult red zone fights, but I have a feeling that he'll be more than fine, and he'll be, you know, unlike Vegito, he'll be able to eat super attacks. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have awakened this guy, if you've used him at all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.